starting us off. I won the die roll. Of course we're gonna play first. Elves always want to play first. Graveyard's up. No black sources, and we only have 8 in the deck, but it does have the Gilder and Dwynen, so we're definitely gonna keep. And go from there. Turn 3 Dwynen. Just see what happens. Got the drug invocation for late game. The one card that I kind of wish we would have gotten would have been the Dwynen's Elite. That's a 2-mana 2/2, but if you control an elf, you also get a 1/1 elf with Jiraga's Invocation. That card's really, really, really good. So the same thing with Landor Empath. That card's also really good. So I'm a little bit sad that I did not get one of those, but I think everything else fell into place pretty well with the elf plan, so kind of excited about it. Like I said, just never seen it, so I'm just kind of interested to see how it goes. I have no clue if it's terrible or not, but yeah, it's just neat. So gonna play the turn 3 Dwynen. Hopefully just start getting in there. Hanger Backwalker is really good. Funny thing is that normally that stops the Gilder from being able to attack, but it does not when Dwynen is in play, so Hanger Backwalker in turn 2. Oh, sometimes you just have Hanger Backwalker in turn 2. Bet he wasn't expecting the second Dwynen, was he? Sometimes you have Hanger Backwalker on turn 2, and sometimes you have double Dwynen. Oh, that's funny to me. I don't know if anybody's ever played back-to-back Dwynens, but just first time for everything. Would like to get some black sources. Gonna need some extra mana, obviously, for the Jiraga's Invocation, but sitting okay so far. Just kind of want to build up a board with Hanger Backwalker. Hopefully he'll trade it off to get the Thopters. Maybe with the Gilder. He's probably just gonna try to level. Maybe he's just gonna start attacking in. That's interesting if he wants to race. Oh, he's gonna make it so that it'll trade with. That's interesting. Let's see if he wants to attack in. So it's interesting that he wants to race, because I'm gonna gain 2 life back, and I'm attacking for 6. So I'm attacking for more than he is, and I'm gaining life back. Interesting racing situation, actually, but we're gonna go ahead and do it. I'm sure he has other removal or other plays, but still gonna go ahead and play out our board. Really need to get a black source at some point. If I could do, the Read the Bones next turn, that'd actually be pretty awesome. Blood Curse Knight is really good with those enchantments. So that lifelink is going to be pretty awesome as well. So here we can attack in with the Guilders this turn, or we play Gilder this turn, and then play Jiraga's Invocation next turn, but then we're only attacking with Dwynen. So I think the problem is if I attack in with the Guilders, he'll block and pump up the Hangerback Walker, and Hangerback Walker will be a 4 toughness, and we won't be able to kill it. So I think this turn is just playing another Gilder and sitting back and seeing what he does. I do like the fact that we can, right now, block the Blood Curse Knight with any of the Guilders, so that's kind of nice. I would like to, next turn, draw a land and play Jiraga's Invocation attack with a Gilder and a Dwynen, but I'm not sure if that is going to happen. Doesn't kill Dwynen though, so that's good. Let's see if he attacks it. Still not wanting to attack. There we go. So now we have the option of playing the Read the Bones. See if we do the Jiraga's Invocation and we attack in, then we Read the Bones. Then next turn, the turn after that, I mean, we can Necromantic Summon the Dwynen back with Spell Mastery, because we'll have the Read the Bones in the graveyard and the Jiraga's Invocation. So I think we do the Jiraga's Invocation, get rid of the Hangerback Walker with enchantments, get rid of the Blood Curse Knight, and go from there. So or at least attempt to. He may actually block Dwynen here and keep the Hangerback Walker. Which begs the question, do we just attack with the Leaf Gilder? Because it does have to be blocked. Yeah, I think we do it this way. I think we attack with both, because we have the Necromantic Summons. If we didn't have the Necromantic Summons, I don't think it would do that. Oh, I kind of forgot that we were going to lose the Gilder after Dwynen went away. That was kind of my fault. I didn't do the math, unfortunately, but... Gonna take beatings for a little bit here. So, now we're short of playing the Gorger, so we're definitely going to have to Read the Bones. Actually, I like both of these cards. Alpha, see, we need the land. The Alpha, however, maybe we want to dig for, maybe we want to dig for, removal spell. Might of the Masses unfortunately doesn't do that for us, but may as well attack in, because he has the tap thing. I think the Hangback Walker may end up getting us, but like I said, sometimes you have Hangerback Walker in turn 2. And I also did not know if the self-check was any good, but It is fun. So if we play the Necromantic Summons on Dwynen, he'll attack in, tap, Dwynen. I think we're just dead because if I block either one, yep, I mean, we're going to be just dead. So rather than showing him the Necromantic Summons or the Kothafed or the Vassal Gorger, just going to concede because we only have the one blocker, and either Husk will get through and then he'll sack his guys to make it big enough to kill us, or the Hangerback Walker is going to get in. So we're going to go to game 2. Hangerback Walker, $17 in Paper Magic for a reason. So sometimes you just have Hangerback Walker on turn 2. Definitely kind of bring in Caustic Caterpillar. I don't know if that means that I should also bring in the Aerial Volley. Just for the Thopter tokens, but it's a rare he may not always have. So I think we're just going to do the Caterpillar. The enchantments seem like they're important to get rid of. So we're going to go ahead and submit that. It did help that he had the enchantments for the Hangerback Walker. And I was trying to race him with the Draga's Invocation, but it was just not feasible with it, with the enchantments that he had on it. If we would have had a way to kill it, the problem is if you kill the Hangerback Walker, you create the 1/1 Thopters. He did only have 3. Eventually, he ended up with the 4 counters on it, but early on, he did only have the 3 counters, so it wasn't like it was the worst thing in the world, but every once in a while you had to check to make sure that you didn't lose connection. I guess I don't know. He must be sideboarding still. Yep, there we go. Would I like to play first? Of course I would. Do these. This is a really slow hand. But we do have the Read the Bones. I have all my colors. I have the Kothafed if I can get there. He was kind of aggressive, but you can't always have the Hangerback Walker in turn 1, so I think we're going to go ahead and keep it. Probably wrong on that. I know at F&M last night I kept 6 card 1 land hand and didn't get there, so I'm sure this won't get me there either. But you know, sometimes you just try what you can. The 7 card hand was 1 land, mulligan to 6. 6 card hand was 1 land, but I had 3 2-mana spells, so I figured, sure, and then I didn't draw another land at all. So a little more difficult, unfortunately. Got the Dwynen, which is good. Maybe after the Read the Bones, but we will see. No turn 2 play out of our opponent is also no Hangerback Walker, no Topin Freeblade. Gonna go ahead and play our Forest, play Read the Bones. Definitely just put all these on the bottom. Drew the Dwynen. Awesome. And we'll play one next turn. And play the second one turn after that, and then play Kothafed, because I'm sure the first one's going to die, so. Simple plays from our opponent, which definitely leads me to believe that Visionary would have been really good earlier on, but did not happen. So we're going to start with the Dwynen. At least we don't have to worry about counter spells or anything, so we're going to see what happens with that. I mean, he's got to be sitting on either just huge creatures or removal spells, or both. Yep, so that's kind of what we were expecting. I'm going to go ahead and play the second Dwynen this time, because hopefully I can pick the right one. So this says choose a Dwynen, Gillief Dain to keep. So we're going to keep this one. Sure, he's got another removal spell. I'm okay with that because next turn we're going to play Kothafed, and if he wastes his 2 removal spells on Dwynen, maybe we'll just do that. If we draw... Depends on what he plays. If he... Okay. So now we're definitely going to play the Kothafed. Because I think if he would have another removal spell, I think he would have used it on Dwynen there. But maybe we play Somberworld Alpha this turn and Visionary, just to see if he has any other removal. So let's try that. See if we can build up the board a little bit wider. Maybe make his removal have to use another removal spell next turn. So let's try and see what happens when we do it that way. And maybe it's possible my opponent doesn't have much of anything, and we can just win with what we have on the board and still don't have to show them the Kothafed. If you're able to win without showing your opponent other threats, it makes your next, if you play another game and they don't know that you have something, it makes it when you do cast it the next time just all that much more powerful because they're not ready for it. So, Reef Soul, obviously very good. Even if he plays Hangerback Walker for 3, we're just probably going to go ahead and kill it. But, okay. That's going to be pretty bad for us because now it's going to be a 4/4 Angel. But we still have the ability to play the Kothafed, so. Wow. We're just going to get run over. So here's like where I was saying we have the ability to we have the ability to play Eyeblade Assassin. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we fight here, Dwynen with the Angel. Dwynen becomes a 5/6. Then we attack. If they block, then I'll actually get, and he's going to draw a card off of it, yes. But he used 2 spells for that. And I'm using 3, I guess, to get rid of his. But at the same point, I can't get hit, but for 10 in the air. So, I think it's just the best bet to do it that way. Oops, target creature control, target creature opponent controls. We're gonna go and fight there. And we're just gonna go ahead and attack. Nope. Maybe. Nope. No. Maybe gonna block. Nope. See, I think if I was him, it depends on what he has in hand. If he has other enchantments in his hand, I think I would definitely block. If he doesn't, um, keeping the creature, maybe trying to race, depends on what depending on what else he has. So he's just gonna try to race it. Maybe he's got some other options in his hand. And see, I think I would have blocked because then you draw the card off of the Infernal Scarring anyways. Maybe it's not another enchantment. I get it, but um, you know, that's just my thoughts. So here we're actually going to, if he doesn't play anything else post-combat, we're actually going to Reeve Soul Husk. And see if he is willing to sacrifice his angel to keep Husk alive. He is not. So then, here we're gonna attack. Because again, like I said, if he does block, we can play the Eyeblight Assassin. I think we attack with Visionary as well. Because more than likely he's gonna block Dwynen. Maybe he's gonna block anything. If he blocks Visionary, we play Kothafed. If he blocks Dwynen, then we play Assassin. If he has Enshrouding Mist, it's really bad. But hopefully we're going to go ahead and get rid of that angel. Yeah, he gets to draw a card. He's going to draw another one after that. But we have the Kothafed. That Sigil is really good. It's been putting a lot of angels out into play, but yep, it's pretty good. Yeah, all those weights that we passed got into the hands of the person that got the Sigil and the Blightcaster. He's definitely going to clear our board here. It's pretty strong play. We're going to play the Kothafed. Hopefully he's out of weights. And just kind of see what happens. I didn't see many, if any, suppression bonds. So we're going to kind of see what happens with that. But I mean, he's not slamming away to the Underworld yet, so that's good for us. I mean, he did only play 1, 2, 3 of them. It's cool though because I drafted the elf deck. Probably isn't that great, but it was still fun. And he drafted the black-white enchantments deck, and you don't always see the black-white enchantments deck either. It's very rare that you get the Sigil of the Empty Throne with all the weights, the grasp, the infernal scarring, the Blightcaster. Very rarely does all that come together too. So it's really cool that he got a theme deck and I got a theme deck. It's actually kind of neat, and then they get to face off against each other and see which one's better. And well, it sure does look like it's the enchantment one, but beggars can't be choosers, right? Well, this would be a great time for our sideboarded in Caustic Caterpillar. I would be super, super happy to see that, but unfortunately, that is not going to happen. We will play the Gilder, though. We have to sit back behind the Kothafed, unfortunately, um, because I can't attack in to the 4/4s. And the worst part is that gives our opponent another chance to draw like Grasp. As soon as he draws Grasp, he'll make another Angel. He'll go to tap our Kothafed on attack, and I won't be able to attack back. So that's going to make it really, really rough. But we still the Caterpillar, you know, and I'm hoping that gives us the option to maybe sideboard it in our enchantment and artifact, you know, hate. That's why it's there. Okay. Tactician's going to allow him to attack in this turn if he wants. But it's going to be just with the Angel, and I'm more than happy to take 6. Yep. I mean, we, again, win this race, so I'm going to attack back with the Kothafed. Because on his turn, it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He doesn't have lethal on board, and I can still chump block with the Gilder if I have to. He's going to go to 4. He doesn't mind. I'm assuming he's not going to block because that's going to give us a card. But we'll see. We will see what our opponent decides to do. 4. If he draws an enchantment, I mean, we're going to lose. If he doesn't and he attacks in again, then he's going to have to chump block. And I'm okay with that. But okay, so so if we chump block here, it's gonna be 5, 6, 7. And then when we attack, he's gonna have to block. And if we play another creature next turn, we can chump block again. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and block here. I mean, again, it's really our only option, but land is not what we needed, but we do get another draw. Because now we are dead on board. Unless we can draw another chump blocker, so definitely going to attack. The 1 damage there doesn't matter at all. So we're gonna, oops. So we're gonna have to fade any sort of removal spell or enchantment spell, or another flyer. So it's gonna be tough, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, we have our chump blocker, so that 1 life didn't matter. He doesn't have a way to sack anything to have us drop more life. We don't get the option. We have to draw and we have to lose a life. If you had a way to sacrifice some permanents, that would make Kothafed a lot worse. But we will see what happens. He might attack us with just the ground. Yes. So he is going to attempt to kill us on the ground now. Again, we have to draw action. That is really bad for us. We pretty much have to draw Unholy Hunger, and then with Kothfed attacking and having him lose his creature, draw another creature, I think, to get out of this. Well, I suppose if we draw Unholy Hunger, we can just kill the Angel, but either way, Unholy Hunger seems like it's the required draw now at this point. Don't really have any other options. Because the lifelink is just going to be way too good. Maybe I should have been playing my land because I drew a Vassal Gorger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So we draw the Unholy Hunger. We can't cast them. Should have been playing the lands. We're just going to go ahead and attack because we're dead on the ground anyways. We need to draw another creature that we can cast, along with the Vassal Gorger. And we will be able to survive, but we will not be able to keep our opponent at only 4 life, which is important. So, well, that is something. So, yeah. I mean, I think we're just dead anyways because of the Kotha Fed. But sure. Because what's gonna happen is I have to block like Amber Tactician, right? Then I have to block the Blood Curse Knight, right? But then I have to sacrifice the Caustic Caterpillar, the Veteran Sidearm, or whatever, so that he doesn't gain life from Blood Curse Knight. But that's going to remove this permanent and this permanent from the battlefield, which then has us lose 2 life, which then makes it so Blightcaster does 2 damage to us when we die. But it was really funny that it was way super late and not cool. But he's also now going to play Grasshole Hieromancer, which he didn't have to because I like my, play better, but or my description of what would have happened better, but it's fine. Like 2, 3 turns too late. If we would have had Caustic Caterpillar earlier, it would have made a world of difference. So, yeah. So he's gonna get an angel no matter what. Like it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does not that it matters. I guess it officially should have on this trigger killed the sigil, just so that we didn't get we would have got another angel. But I mean, my line, even without any other plays on his side, was going to have us lose anyways. So it didn't, there's none of that mattered. None of this matters. He's just, I don't know if he didn't see that permutation, but yeah, it was cool though. I was, it's got a very good deck, and this matchup went a lot closer and a lot better. The Caterpillar was just, like I said, 3, 4, maybe 5 turns too late. I mean, 3 or 4 turns if it would have been helpful to get rid of the sidearm or the sigil. I mean, all that makes a big difference. So. Well, hopefully we can do better in round 2. I do think the deck is actually pretty fun. Like I said, it's just cool. It's self deck. I just want to play a whole bunch of elves, and I want to play the Shaman of the Pack, but it hasn't happened yet. We've had the Dwynens instead. But we'll see you in round 2.